Do you remember, Janette, when you were very young, the first time you were starred by a film camera? You'd played kid parts until you thought they'd never let you grow up. Then Mother let you put aside your school outfit and put on your very first party dress. And the big moment when you can say goodbye to school socks and put on your first nylons. For Susan Stephen, we put on record a state of honeymoon bliss. Visual proof that young husbands do start out by providing a cup of tea in bed every morning. This was the first camera to enter Susan's private life, and it's a slice of her youth which will stay with her all her life, however far she climbs the stairway to the stars. For another young lady, the record goes still further back. A girl called Jean Simmons on her way to a deportment school. Has she the makings of a star? Will Hollywood ever dance at her feet? For Jean, the dream came true. The little girl became the big star. For many of the stars, the Pictorial is a family album. There were those early days of Rex Harrison and Lily Palmer. For them, there was a bright future. California, Broadway, and West End successes lay ahead. Margaret Lockwood was starry enough when this picture was taken, but daughter Toots was very small fry. Now, this young lady is following in mother's footsteps. You have to keep an eye on the children of the stars. They're liable to grow up and outshine their parents. So here's a first look at Bunchy Mills, who probably prefers to be called Miss Juliet Mills by now. And from the lucky dip of the library, a glimpse of Laurel and Hardy. But the first film star of all to appear in Pathe Pictorial was Felix the Cat, first in the line of cartoon characters and predecessor of Mickey Mouse, Pluto, Pig Brother, and all the rest of the farmyard favorites. Famous cats before Felix, and the man who drew them was Louis Wain. This is believed to be the only film record of one of the outstanding popular artists of the century. All too few of the artists of our time are being filmed for later generations to see. These pictures of Augustus John will be treasured for many years to come. In the more popular fields of art, we have Arthur Ferrier, connoisseur of lovely women. Another specialist in pretty girls, Norman Pett, creator of the first Forces pin-up girl, the magnificent Jane, complete with the original model. Other artists, other models. Giles of the Express has a preference for grandmas and mothers-in-law. The film is a living record of our times and our contemporaries. Artists, musicians, writers, like J.B. Priestley, have allowed the cameras into their lives so that they, as well as their books, can live on. If only we could have had films of Dickens, Tennyson, Thomas Hardy. Not so enduring, perhaps, but pleasure-giving to thousands of children have been the writings of Enid Blyton. Here she tries out her stories on her own young family. Another authoress at work is Daphne du Maurier, planning a novel that perhaps will be read in a dozen languages and be screened in every country in the world. Another great character of our time, now in the Pathe Film Library, is A.P. Herbert, waterman, poet, and writer of lyrics.